I think the first time I really heard about the Alzheimer's Project, I went to a caregiving day, I'm going to call it, at FSU at the medical school, and I think the Alzheimer's Project also co-sponsored that. And I heard about the Powerful Tools for Caregivers course and what the Alzheimer's Project did as far as support groups and respite care. And that's how I first found out about it. I think the first thing I did was I did start the support group before I went to the Powerful Tools for Caregivers. And I go to the one at the St. Paul's Church on the first and the third Tuesdays, and found that group very helpful. Then I did the course, the Powerful Tools. I did it twice. I did. And it was a surprise to me that it really focused on me. It didn't focus on the person I was giving the care to, but I needed that very desperately. I truly did. I think it's very easy to get lost in what's happening with who you're caring for and to lose sight of what you need to do for you. And I cannot say enough about the support group that I go to. It's the one place that you can go that people totally understand what you're going through. And it's just a safe, really great place to be. It really is. Well, I gained actually friendships or people that I care about desperately. The other thing that it just was very practical things, and I'm very much a literalist. I am, but there were just times when people would talk about new medications or a medication that their spouse or whoever they were taking care of, and perhaps it was something that I didn't know about or somebody else didn't know about, and we'd write down the names and talk to the physicians about it. The one example I have is that one meeting, this woman was talking about how her husband just got totally absorbed in, he didn't have his wallet. He was in a care facility, didn't have his wallet, and how she had made photographic pictures or Xerox copies of his wallet in color and everything, and laminated them so they looked like the real things, put them in his wallet, put a little money in there and gave him his wallet, and he was perfectly satisfied. Well, I hadn't had that experience at all until 2 weeks later. Had the same experience. It really did. And it was just really, I would never have thought to do that. I don't think I ever would have thought to do that. And it was just very helpful. And this is one example. Oh, I think it made me a much better caregiver, much more understanding, listening to other people and their stories and what they deal with and the challenges they have, and also how they handled those challenges. I think one of the biggest breakthroughs for me was when I truly understood that life was never going to be the same again. And so, did it matter that it was Tuesday and he asked me 14 times? You know, if it's Tuesday or not, it really didn't matter. I quit trying to bring Fred to where I was in life and just kind of stayed to where he was in life. I still go to the support groups twice a month. I go because I truly care about the people there and what they're doing and dealing with. And also, I just feel like that there are times when topics come up that I can share how we handle them. It didn't mean it was the right thing to do or the wrong thing to do, but this worked for us. And it could be something that they could try to do. You know, I will tell you, in my life, being a caregiver was the hardest thing that I ever did in my life. And I learned through the Powerful Tools for Caregivers that oftentimes caregivers die first. And I will tell you that until 2016, I had absolutely no health problems at all. And I developed some health problems, and I really believe that would have been exacerbated and much more I just think I would have had more health problems if I didn't have an outlet to go to and talk and to be with in a place that I felt like people truly understood what a caregiver was about. With Alzheimer's in our case, I found that I grieved for probably 2 or 3 years, from probably the beginning of 16 or even before that, because life started to change. And what we could do, where we could travel, that all changed. I remember taking our last trip, thinking, this is the last time we're going to travel. And that's a grieving process. Life changes, and we don't particularly want it to, but it does. But when you're a caregiver, it is going to change. And, Fred passed away in 2018, and, it was so sad. But I didn't want him back to suffer through the disease. I didn't. What I missed was what we had before. But that was a long journey of grieving. It wasn't just after his death. I'd been grieving a long time before that. And it's a good place. The support group is a good place to share that. I would encourage anyone who has some reservation about using any of the services that the Alzheimer's Project offers to try it. Just try it.